Before we go further to the video, I just want to say today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, in case you didn't know, is one of the best places online that you go to if you need a counselor or just someone to talk to. BetterHelp offers affordable online counseling. You can get access to licensed, trained, and experienced trained psychologists, marriage and family therapists, clinical social workers, and board licensed professional counselors, so there won't be any shortage of people who can help you and talk to you about anything you're struggling with. And all you got to do is go to BetterHelp by using the link in the description box, then answer a few questions, then they match you with the counselor based on those questions, and then you're all set. Plus, if you ended up being paired with a counselor that you don't like, you can always switch to another one who suits you best. So yeah, if you decide to check out BetterHelp, make sure to use the link in the description box or the comment section down below, as it supports the channel. And by the way, I am in convalescence, and with that being said, let's jump right in the video. Greetings, a very good article posted on Quora.com, written by Kris-Harpster, explorer of inner space. The title of it is "What Makes You the Perfect Victim for a Narcissist?" By the way, I will immediately say, because there is a YouTuber who stole 120 of my videos total, and he uploaded them on 2 different channels. The first one is Kris-Harpster. I will put the link in the video description. And the other one is Foodzjib, and I will put also the link in the video description. Of course, this is the same individual who decided to get on my case and upload 120 of my videos total without my permission, of course, and without giving me the credit, of course. And since it is 60 each, this is it's not like somebody who is taking one of your videos or 2 and give you the credit. I have no problem with that. The problem is when you're stealing the videos of somebody and you steal 120 of them. This is an asshole on my case. This is very clear. And by the way, asshole, you can steal this one, okay? I didn't give you the permission to steal 120 of my videos, but I'm going to give you exclusively the permission to steal this one. Steal it, okay? Steal this one. Okay. Let's take a deep breath and I will start. A few of them, actually. Okay. What makes you the perfect victim for a narcissist? By Kris-Harpster, explorer of inner space. Very, very, extremely good article. That's why I'm reading it. Because we have 5 senses, right? And it is easier to learn if the more senses you add to your reading, the easier it gets for you to learn. And this article is a very important one. What makes you the perfect victim for a narcissist? I am a narcissist's worst nightmare. If they have nightmares, I'm it. This is because I have all the features of the perfect victim, ostensibly, but I am aware of the dynamics of NPD and psychopathic abuse. I've suffered much abuse in my life, and it made of me a warrior for truth and justice. I will stand my ground and call an abuser to account. There is nothing an abuser hates more than being called to account. By the way, it's obvious that the asshole in question is the one who is assassinating my character on YouTube under his pen name, and he so happens to support the Westboro Baptist Church under his pen name, of course, because he's a coward. And he's the one who sent visitors to David D's home, professionals, and then they stack his shoes on top of the other one. It's easy to get the information online if you are interested. I have the same abuser than David D's. Now I'm going to read, but I know, so my abuser is a he is a cyberpath, which is a psychopath behind a computer, and that's why he does that kind of things, because it's what he does best. Behind his pen name, of course, and behind YouTube, bogus YouTube accounts, because also he created bogus YouTube accounts to supposedly support my character assassination. But anybody with an ounce of brain will realize that those accounts are bogus, and therefore are himself supporting himself, giving credit to himself, but under his pen name, because he cannot come on a camera and tell me who he is, because he doesn't want to do that, right? He wants everybody to believe that his pen name is his real name. So I will continue to read. And if you follow the lead that I gave you, it's easy for you to understand who I'm talking about. Because there's not much people on this planet who are insane enough to support the Westboro Baptist Church. A narcissist, continuing the article. A narcissist must control all the ground, including the ground beneath his victim's feet. The victim has no right to truth, fairness, justice, legitimacy, dignity, health, and ultimately life. The narcissist silences the victim using his arsenal of tricks. He robs her of her story and her voice, replacing them with lies. And if you're a man, just do the opposite, This article is for everybody. She robs him of his story and his voice, replacing them with lies, okay? Just do that. So, back to the article. He robs her of her story and her voice, replacing them with lies. There is nothing I hate more than lies and the injustice brought by lies. Narcissists don't see my strengths upon meeting me. They see my openness, my naivety, my trust, things I carried into adulthood that makes me tasty prey. Quote, you have an incredible innocence, end of the quote. A woman told me when I was 29. Quote, most children who have been abused lose that before they grow up, but you didn't. You're like a child, end of the quote. This was a woman who had lodged a knife in my back. Narcissists see me coming. As my narcissist ex so cruelly put it, quote, here comes a prime contender for my agenda if ever there was one, end of the quote. This is a line from the Nick Lowe song, quote, I trained her to love me, end of the quote, which he sent me on our first Valentine's Day. So those are the quotes from the song. Do you see the way she lights up when I walk in the room? That's good. And the skip in her step when we're both out walking in the neighborhood. This one's almost done now to watch her fall apart. I trained her to love me so I can go ahead and break her heart. If you think that it's depraved and I should be ashamed, so what? I'm only paying back womankind for all the grief I've got. I've got the latest believing forever I'll be true. I trained her to love me. Now excuse me, I got work to do. I trained her to love me, and I'm gonna start working on another after this one. And when I got that one in a state of bliss, betray her with a kiss. Well, one time, one cut up rough, and I said, I only do this because I can, and I'm bound to wind up one lonely, twisted old man. But look out, here comes a prime contender for my agenda, if ever there was one, and I'm gonna train her to love me until it's time to do what must be done. I trained her to love me, and I'm gonna start working on another after this, and when I got that one in a state of bliss, betray her with a kiss. So this is the song of Nick Lowe, I trained her to love me. Yes, returning to the article, yes, I am a prime contender for your agenda if ever there was one. I'll open my heart to you. I'll believe what you tell me is true. But after you have buried me in lies, I'll rise up and I'll tell the world about you. My abuser is such a coward. He hides behind his pen name, and again, he wants everybody to believe that his pen name is his real name. So, beware. And I thank you for listening, and the asshole can stole this one.